Hey there, planners. Today I'm going to be setting up daily spreads in the month of January in my A5 Stylogy bullet journal. So go grab your planners and let's get planning. All right, I wanted to start out just by showing you some of the supplies I'm going to be using. So I've got this, which I'm really excited about. This is a Planner Envy sticker kit for the month of January, and it's actually a subscription box. It's not one that I'm currently subscribed to, which I have been in the past. I just saw this on Etsy and I saw the kit and I absolutely loved it, and I thought it would be amazing to use this month in my daily setup. So I'll go over quickly what's in the box. You can order just one off, or you can go ahead and subscribe to a monthly kit to be delivered to you. So awesome snowflake paper clip. I love this. I'm super excited about using this, and I love adding these kind of things to my collection. This is actually what inspired me to get this kit. So this is a 2021 paper clip in 4 different metal types, and I just thought this was the coolest thing, and I cannot wait to use them. I think I'm going to use them all year long. I just thought this was really neat, and when I saw this, I thought, yeah, I'm definitely going to be ordering this this kit to use for the daily setup. It came with this pen. It's the sparkly, glittery pen. I am not a huge fan of ballpoint, but I haven't tried the pen out. Maybe it's going to be one of the greatest ballpoints ever. I'm not sure, but I think it's really pretty. And then here are the actual stickers. Now, I loved this this set. So you've got, you know, headers, things to do today, at home today, in different colors. You've got, you know, a couple of extras over here. You've got appointment stickers. You've got decorative stickers, functional boxes, icons. I just really love these stickers, and there's plenty. There's a lot of each one. Look at these thick washies. I can't wait to use this. These are going to look really good. So I'm really excited about using these. There's also a wintry, sort of watercolor wintry set, which I think is outstanding. I am looking forward to using this, and again, the washi is just beautiful. And then those are the full kits, and then there's a half kit that is just snowflakes, and some, you know, some decorative boxes, some functional boxes, and that's going to be great as well. So all in all, this is just really a cute kit, and very reasonably priced. Again, I'm not currently subscribed to this, but I have been in the past. So that is one decorative item that I do plan to use. I also have some Planner Kate stickers, and these are kits, winter kits. Actually, most of these are from last year that I didn't end up using. So I've got 5 winter kits. I actually have a duplicate of this one somehow. I must have ordered it twice, but I really like the colors. It's great for winter. And then this really cute, just one more chapter. I thought this was really adorable. So I'm going to be pulling in some of those. Again, if you've watched any of my daily setups or weekly setups, you know I love Planner Kate. She's one of my very favorite sticker shops on Etsy. I've got some stuff left over from the scrapbooking store subscription box, which, if you want to know more about this, I talked quite a bit about this in my January monthly setup, and I'll link that up above. Go check that out if you want to learn more about the subscription box. I actually went through the whole thing. I love this subscription box. It's one of my absolute favorites. But I've got some stickers left over, as well as some journaling cards, and I'm going to look for an opportunity to use in my daily setup. Couple of other things I pulled out. I actually have this tiny little binder, ring binder, and it's only got 2 rings in it. I made some sticker sheets in here just by cutting down some scrap paper and some extra sticker sheets left over, and I just taped them in there. But I pulled out some stickers that I might want to use in my daily setup and just stuck them in here. I go through my sticker collection and pull out some things. These are from lots of different kits, random kits, and I do that when I'm prepping. If I've been thinking about doing a video on sticker organization because if you're anything like me, you have tons and tons of stickers. And I wanted to talk a little bit about how I make sure that I'm using my stickers and how they're organized, because I really do love stickers in my bullet journal. So if you're interested in a video about that, leave me a comment in the comments down below. But these are just some extra stickers I pulled out, and then I also grabbed some washi that I thought went along with some of the kits that I'm going to be using. So I've tried to match up the colors. So I've got some extra washi should I need that. That completes the list of supplies that I'm going to be using for this plan with me. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing I do when I'm setting up my daily pages is I pull out my 2021 reference notebook. And that's where I have my daily planner setup guide, and I just kind of step through that. So I've already gathered all the supplies. I have all the stuff that I need. And now I am just following the setup process. The daily pages are actually much simpler to set up than the monthly pages, and so I really use like the setup process a bit more for the monthly pages. But it does serve as a great reminder. And then the other thing I will use out of my reference notebook is the list of weekly and daily tasks, which are here, and that's after I have it set up. I'll come back and make sure I've got all of this stuff plugged in. So if you are interested in learning more about this notebook, I do have a video on the reference notebook. This is like the foundation to all of my planning systems. So I'll link that and go check that out if you'd like to learn more about that. Let me get started with setup here. So the way I'm going to be setting up January is I'm actually going to start with the 4th, because that is the first full week. So I'm going to have 4 full weeks. So the way I set this up, I'll do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday do share a page for me. Okay, I actually think I'm going to start with this kit because it's very New Year's themed, and I think the first week of the month I do want sort of a New Year's theme. So I'm going to start by just laying down this washi. And this washi is made for a planner that is a bit bigger, so it's gonna cover up more than I need. So I am just gonna cut it off where I don't need it. All right, I think I'm gonna use these boxes as days of the week headers for this setup. I really like the way these boxes look. All right, I'm just gonna write in the days, and then I'm gonna divide my page. I divide my page because I like to have one side that's devoted to really memory keeping, journaling, capturing just notes throughout the day, or notes about what's happening that day. On the other side, I like to keep to-dos and appointments, things like that. I'm also going to be adding a new section in for time tracking. So one of my goals for the month of January is really about establishing routines. I talked about this in my January setup, where I put in a section in the monthly for my ideal routine, and what I want to use in my daily pages is some time tracking to see what is preventing me from achieving that ideal routine, particularly in the morning and in the evening. So that's going to be my next steps. Now you can see, to divide the page up, I don't worry so much about using a ruler or getting an exact number of spaces. I just draw it out because honestly, it's my planner and I'm not concerned that the widths are exactly the same or that there's a certain number of spaces. So, you know, if that's important to you, take the time to grab a ruler and do that. I have a ruler handy. I just am too lazy to pull it out. So let me go ahead and set up the left side, and then I'll leave the right side blank for journaling. All right, so the way I'm going to be adding in the time tracking element for my daily pages is I'm going to use a Tombow and highlight a section down here and then list out the hours and just use this for some really brief note taking. Now I'm going to start by using this method. I may actually change this method around as I go through. So maybe next month it's going to look differently, but I wanted to try this out and see how this works for this month. Then I'm just going to write in the hours every other hour, so by twos from 4 to 10 p.m. because that's really my day. I do get up really early in the morning. And I think, you know, if you've watched any of my recent videos, you know, part of the reason why I'm getting up so early and part of the reason why I'm really focused on routines is because I do have a puppy and we are really trying to get into a routine that works with my work schedule, so that will help. This will hopefully help me identify where some of the hang-ups are. All right, so that's the setup. It's really simple. You know, I thought about trying to make some stickers or find some stickers, and I do have a happy planner, like I think it's a productivity sticker book that does have some stickers in it, but I just really wanted to keep it simple because I want to change it. I want to be able to change it around if it doesn't work. Thinking about other ways to use this, if you are really focused on routines or even time blocking, to make sure that you're, dedicating a certain amount of time to certain activities, this may be a good thing to add into your bullet journal or your planner if you are using a planner that doesn't already have those timestamps in it. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more decoration in here because it is the first 2 pages of the year and I want to make sure I am truly celebrating a Happy New Year. So I'm just going to pop in a couple of extra stickers just for fun. Okay, I think that's good. I'm going to go ahead and set up the rest of this week, and then I will come back and show you how I use my task list, my weekly and daily task list, to populate these daily spreads. All right, so I've got the first week fully set up for January, and I wanted to just do a quick flip through. I kind of focused on different colors, really using the 3 different colors in the Tombow pack that match the washi. So this is kind of pink. This is more focused on, this is kind of all the colors. This one's kind of pink and focused on gray, and then this one is a little bit more yellow, and this is both Saturday and Sunday here. One thing you will notice is I did not carry over the time tracking into the weekend. Now I know if I'm really focused on routines, I would want to use that consistently across all days, but you know what? I work really hard during the week and I give myself a break in the weekend, and if I go a little off routine, well, that's just the way it is. So I'm giving myself the grace, especially in the first week of the year, back to normal, back to school, but for my kids, back to work, back to everything. I'm definitely giving myself some grace, and I'm not going to be time tracking on the weekends. So now what I'm ready to do is grab my reference notebook that has my weekly and daily task listed out, as well as pulling from the January calendar and actually populate my days with what I need to populate it with. So I'm actually going to start with just looking over at my monthly calendar and plugging in the things that I know are going on these days. All right, so one of the first items on my weekly and daily task list is to look at my Power Sheets goals and see what I want to plug in. So I'm actually going to grab my Power Sheets goal planner, and if you are interested in learning more about this, go check it out on the video linked above, and I'll also have it down in the description box. But I want to look at what things do I have laid out to track on a weekly basis or daily actions. So for example, I want a place to capture a roll-up of any challenges that I had to my ideal routines. So I'll be doing that at the end of the week, and that's part of the reason why I have the time tracker, so that I can make sure that I'm really looking at what are the challenges to that ideal routine I've laid out. I want to make sure I'm journaling 2 times a week for Bible study. So I need to make sure I've got that captured somewhere in here, that I'm going to be doing that 2 times a week. And I think I'm going to target a couple of days that I know are going to be easier for me to get that done first thing in the morning. All right, another thing on my weekly actions is that twice this month I want to batch content for Planning Annie, for this channel. And so I am going to add that into this weekend section, that I definitely want to do a batch of content and filming. There, now I've got that captured in there, and what I'll do is I'll populate this based on what I've captured in January in my planner for this channel. I'll bring it over here and make sure I make time for that this weekend. All right, and the last thing I have is I do want to take 1 free scrapbooking course per week. That's something that I've got as a goal for the first quarter of the year, is to really just get set up and ready. I've got a pretty large scrapbooking goal for the year, and so I do need to get started on that. So I'm going to look for an opportunity to plug this in to make sure I'm getting it done this week. All right, so I've got that captured on Thursday night, because I know I'm going to have some downtime on Thursday night that I can go ahead and take that scrapbooking course. The other things I've got down in the daily section are to track how my time is spent, so I've got that set up already. Make sure I'm tracking water intake, daily journaling, and gratitude log. And so those are some of the things that I'm going to be adding into these daily things to do sections. All right, so I've got those written in from the daily section, and the way the daily goals work with the power sheets is I won't always have this as a daily goal, but at least for the month of January, to make sure I'm establishing a habit, I've got those actually written down to help force myself to make sure I'm doing those every day. All right, going back to my weekly and daily task, I've got journaling, I've got the Bible study. I will track that in my Bible planner. Meal planning. I need to make sure I have a spot on here to meal plan the following week. I usually like to do that Tuesday or Wednesday night. I'm actually going to put it on Wednesday night. And then once I make the meal plan, I will order groceries the next day. Water plants and film editing and posting schedule. And so I like to post on my channel, as you all know, on Wednesdays and then on the weekends sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and plug these in so that I remember to do that. And then also I will fill in exactly what I'm going to post as I get closer. All right, any paydays, which I don't need to put that in. I have a note to myself to set up the next week. I'm actually going to skip that because I'm going to do them all today so that I can show them to you. Garbage day. So I have a great little icon to help me remember that this is garbage day. I do like to remind myself to do some planning, to make sure to check my planner, particularly on the weekends. I do sort of a reset with planning, and so I'm going to put that in on the weekend. All right, looking at the kids' school schedule, I've already done that and plugged in those things. Any days off, vacation, or holidays, I have already plugged those in. I do need to make sure I have time set aside to do the laundry. All right, printing any items, I should be good. I don't need to add that. Any purchases or shipping tracker, I will add those in as they come up. I haven't really spent much time looking to see if there's any movies or TV shows, things I definitely want to make sure to capture. I do need to plug in a vitamin. I am on a prescription level vitamin D. I don't know, does anybody else have this problem that you just seem to be perpetually low in vitamin D? This is becoming a real problem for me and a theme for me. So now I'm on some prescription level vitamin D, and I need to remember to take that. All right, so that completes my weekly and daily task. I hope it was helpful for you to see exactly how I use this to set up my daily pages and really and you can see it gets really populated right from the beginning. So, and then also I have this available to me to come to and update as needed. But I would never remember all of these things if I wasn't looking. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and set up all the days for the rest of the month. And I will come back once that's done and just do a flip through so you can see how the stickers were used and how it turned out. All right, so I have finished setting up the entire month, and I just wanted to start back from the beginning and do a flip through for you all. So first of all, here are those adorable clips, and I'm probably going to just move them to the weekly start. I really like the way they look, especially with this sticker kit that they came with. So this is the first week, and I've plugged in all of my Power Sheets goals for the month. The goals that don't really fit specifically on a day, I have plugged into this spread, which I set up during the monthly setup for my goals at a glance. And these are just the things I need to work on sort of overall through the month. It's a habit that I have to flip through these front sections anyway, so I'll be able to monitor how I'm doing on those. And so here's the first week, and I've got my daily activities set up. Weekends always tend to be a little bit more full. I've got some of the Power Sheets goals plugged into Saturday and Sunday when I know I'll have more time to work on those. And I've also got some blank spaces to write in filming and some of the other activities. Here's the second week of the year, and I really like the color scheme of this Cold Hands Warm Heart. It's not traditional blues and snow colors, so I really liked it. I thought it was a really nice touch, and I added in some of the scrapbooking store stickers, and they came out really cute. I also pulled some other stickers that I had in just some other random kits and pulled those into here too. Here's the third week of the year. This is a combination of stickers that I already had, the scrapbooking store stickers, as well as Planner Envy and that one of those watercolor snow scene kits that I had. This is Martin Luther King Day, which I'm really excited about, being able to have this day off and to focus on celebrating this, how special that day is. This is actually the first year that my place of employment is acknowledging this day with a formal holiday, a paid holiday off. So I'm very excited to have this day off. This will be the first time I've been able to have this off as a formal holiday. Here's some of the Planner Cake kit mixed in with some other aspects. And then here, of course, again, is a very busy weekend already. So I won't have a lot of time to add much to the weekends because they already are packed for the most part of January. And then this is the final week of January, and just a combination of Planner Kate along with some washi tapes and other stickers that I had, trying to use up the rest of the winter sticker kits. And then here's the last weekend, and that completes the January daily pages setup. I really hope that you enjoyed watching how I use my reference notebook and my daily task list, how I incorporate my Power Sheets into my daily spreads, how I'm going to be trying to do some time tracking this month, and I will certainly let you know how that goes when I do the flip through of January. I anticipate I'll probably make some changes as I go through and learn, how that's working. Again, that is all in an attempt to go back to, I've mapped out what my ideal day should look like for both morning routine and evening routine. And now I'm going to be comparing and doing a weekly routine review to see what are some of the things that are preventing me from really accomplishing that ideal schedule. So I hope you enjoyed this plan with me. I'd love to hear in the comments below, how is January going in your bullet journal? Are you using daily pages this year? Are you using weeklies? Are you using monthlies, weeklies, and dailies? Just what are you using in your bullet journal? If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know. And as always, subscribe to Planning Annie for more content like this. Thanks for planning with me.